Greetings and welcome to another video. Today I want to do a sort of challenge and I want to go into Thalea with minimum item level and want to check and see how many players I can beat in DPS with just that bare minimum. And yeah, therefore I have chosen basically a variety of what was already laying around in my armory or in my inventory, and I kinda mixed and matched some 610 pieces to 640 pieces. I have in 580 ring here even. So this is just basically what I had and where I did not have to spend more gil to get this. And yeah, of course, I think the weapon is still fine on 640 because most players and average player will get the relic weapon as soon as possible and then afterwards optimize for all the other gear pieces. So this is not too far off the stretch and very realistic and makes absolute sense to take a kind of high item level weapon in there. And yeah, we're barely at the minimum of actually getting into Thalea. You can see it here. The minimum item level requirement is 625. So we're barely beating that and trying to get as many players bad in DPS as possible. Of course, I have also chosen the Machinist because it's easy to perform. You can do decent damage with that. You don't have to rely on party support too much. You can deal lots of damage on your own. You don't have to buff others much. It's a very DPS focused and centered job for itself, because it's kind of the black mage, but way faster and way more flexible. Alright, so I had the Q pop 2 times already. I hope the third time will be successful at least. Yes, nice. Alright. So, as you can see, we're on minimum item level now, and I'm using this buff food, honeyed dragon fruit. My damage is too bad. I have to advance my settings here, my overlay for the DPS, right? But yeah, third place with trash gear, it's not that bad, right? I think that's actually okay. I have a Dragoon in my party that's buffing me. Okay, the Reaper is destroying me. I'm on 651 with my Machinist normally, and now we are 25 item levels below that. That's insane. Nice. I was just blatantly ignoring the mechanic here. I'm trying to stay focused this time. I have to do some compensation for my bad gear, right? Alright, alright. So, rank 3 now. Won't be beaten. Yeah, okay. So, rank 3, spot number 3. Even though I think we have a potential Reaper that should be outperforming me. Yeah, dance partner. Come on, squeeze in. Okay, with dance partner, I think that's a bit of an unfair comparison now. But that's how it goes, right? So sometimes you just have a nice dancer in your party and knows that you're capable of dealing enough damage. And you get the benefit. Okay, rank 3 so far, but I have dance partner. I feel bad with dance partner actually. Because that's boosting the wrong target. The one target with really trash gear. I'm sorry, guys. I still do prefer the alliance raids of Stormblood. I think that was the best alliance raid they ever produced. From the boss mechanics, from the challenging factor, it was decently challenging. Especially Sedolphus. That was an awesome boss. I remember that so clearly. One of the best alliance raid bosses they ever produced. Oh no! No! I just dodged the mechanic and then ran into it afterwards. Holy hell. I will, because the boss is dead already. Okay, yeah, as you can see, I feel like gear actually matters. Who could have thought that? Should I tell them? Should I tell them that they're just trying to amplify the wrong target because I have trash gear? But even that could happen, right? Somebody just swaps a job and you have really bad gear on that job, maybe. No! I was stuck in my add-on here. Huh? Okay, guys, I messed up. This is absolute hard mode now because my doorbell just rang. I'm not sure if I can recover here. Yeah, I'm third place again. So even being AFK for a moment doesn't matter too much. As long as you're back in your cooldown phase, you can just go AFK take a coffee, make some breakfast, and you're good to go. That's insane. But yeah, I'm still Dancer buffed. That's also something that accelerates with your cooldown phase a lot, especially with those very burst heavy jobs, even though I feel like we don't have too many burst heavy jobs anymore. Because everyone bursts now, right? So it's not a specialty anymore. But yeah, it's definitely a sign that doing rotation quite properly, or at least something that's close to the proper rotation, is way more important than having good gear. As long as you're having the minimum item level, you can still perform absolutely fine. You're not going to get in trouble or anything like that. Alright, so round 2, this time with the Summoner. The problem here is that my gear is mixed and matched like crazy, so I have too much spell speed, but regardless of that, we're just taking it and going in there and trying my best to still perform quite decently with bare minimum item level on the Summoner as well. 625, which is here too. The weapon is 640. We have some 640 pieces. We have some 610 pieces. 630, 580. Hopefully not a Dancer support this time. No, we just have another Summoner. Samurai Ninja, so just trick attack. We have the other Summoner buff here. And I haven't played Summoner for quite a while. So take that into account. Okay, I'm not using Phoenix now. I'm trying to prepare a bit. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
The scholar shall measure your depth of knowledge.
Who's the tank? Lisha. Lisha. But overall damage is better than the last time I did this on Machinist. And the gear difference definitely shows now. Oh no! That was the worst Searing Light timing you could ever do. Holy hell. So we're rank 6 on this boss, and we're off about 2,500 DPS compared to the first Reaper. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, we're really off with the gear level. We're barely just able to join and enter this alliance raid, so it's okay, I guess. And we don't have too much party support. That was the biggest advantage we had on Machinist with the Dancer boosting our damage. So gear does matter. Whenever you have waiting times or phases where your rotation or overall damaging is delayed, Summoner is actually good. Because you're getting your Bahamut of Phoenix phase back up much earlier. So we're on a decent rank 6 now with really horrible gear. But yeah, you can feel the difference in gear now. Especially as, even with normal gear or the gear that I would have used before, this is not the high-end gear that you could have here. And there are definitely people in there that have high-end gear. 660 or 655, something like that. But yeah, it's okay. We're still buffing as well. We're still buffing other people. I think as long as we're sticking to the 10k DPS here, that's really not too shabby. That's what we had in the last raid. Alright, so let's do the last fight with proper gear. That's just 15 item levels above, because I haven't optimized my Summoner gear. It's just basically the starting gear from the patch. Everything else is just focused onto tanks and onto my Machinist. So it's the same situation, just better gear. Just some better gear. Oh, we have good crit luck though. That's something you have to take into account as well. I mean, crit chance is actually not higher now. We have the same crit chance as with 625. Oh, damn it, no! Ah, I was too greedy. Ah, damn it. Dying is always the worst thing that can happen. No gear can compensate that. Okay, so even on the Summoner, dying is the worst thing that can happen, and no gear can compensate that. So I think gear does matter especially when you just have less overall base stats or secondary stats in general, in total number of these. But yeah, it's not too significant. You can still deal quite good damage when you're not doing something wrong in your rotation or not being too bad on it. So don't let yourself be pushed down with gear or missing gear, even though your competition might have better gear. For example, this monk is basically just best in slot except the weapon. And the damage was just 2,400 more, so 25% more actually. Even though monk is more focused or dealing more damage on its own. If I would have not died here, I might have dealt 11k or anything like that. So yeah, thank you. That's the second try with my summoner. I can still beat some people depending on the competition, and this time we actually haven't got too many that we could beat because we weren't dancer buff. But yeah, on the other hand, it's not too bad. It's still quite decent damage even on the minimum item level. Alright, so thank you for watching. Have a nice day, have nice Christmas days, and until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep loving Final Fantasy.